Make no mistake about it, guys. The last week of the NBA season, the last couple games can be a real challenge. All right. That being said, this is going to be my last regular season double gamer video. We're going to break down a pair of NBA games for tonight. We're not going to do it on Sunday. I don't know if we're going to be in action on Sunday, but tonight, there's still opportunities out there in the association in the regular season before the playoffs start. I've been running great down the stretch, 18-6, 75% over the last 3+ weeks. And of course, long-term, the NBA, 402 and 309. That's 57% since 2022, up more than 200 units of profit for my clients during that span. Let's see if we can navigate the minefields of late season NBA tonight with this double gamer. Teddy covers from WagerTalk.com. And let's start with the Clippers and the Kings. Right now, looking at my Odds Logic live odds screen, Clips, let's call them -6.5, total 226.5 for this ball game. And frankly, this is a tale of two teams headed in opposite directions down the stretch. The Clips just swept a 5-game homestand. And again, it wasn't anything incredible in terms of beating top teams playing great basketball, but they won 5 in a row, all by margin. They won 13 of their last 15. And since Kawhi Leonard had his minutes restrictions lifted, the Clippers, top 3 in offensive efficiency, top 3 in defensive efficiency. And you hear the buzz in the Western Conference, you hear the mainstream media buzz. Oklahoma City is the team to beat. I get it. The Warriors and the Lakers both made win-now moves at the deadline. Contenders. The Nuggets won 2 years ago. You know, the core of the team's still there. The T-Wolves were in the Western Conference Finals last year. Nobody's talking about the Clips. The Clippers are the contender that's sneaking in under the radar. They played without Norman Powell on Wednesday. He's expected to play this weekend. So the Clips, pretty much at full strength or close to it, playing elite level basketball right now. They're a one-way team. I think the Clips continue to be something of an undervalued commodity. We look at Sacramento. They had a 3-game winning streak. They beat Detroit, Cleveland, and Charlotte, and 2 of those teams, pretty good squads. That got snapped on Wednesday. They trailed almost the entire way and have lost to the Nuggets. And it's worth noting, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Keon Ellis, all of them played well offensively. They combined for 69 points. That wasn't good enough for them to win. That wasn't good enough for them to cover. They weren't really in the game. And Sacramento's got some injury concerns here. Big time. Malik Monk, Keegan Murray, Jake LaRavia. Again, these are not the core players for the Kings that are going to move point spreads. But Monk, Murray, and LaRavia, 3 rotation players, 3 key cogs for Doug Christie's squad, and all 3 of those guys not likely to shoot up tonight. Last year, Sacramento down the stretch, getting ready for the postseason before the play-in game. Nope, they went 2-5. And the 2 wins came as double-digit favorites against lottery-bound foes. We're seeing kind of the same thing here. I don't trust the Kings. The Clips are a one-way team for me. So this one's simple. If I'm playing, I'm laying. Clippers or pass for this better. Before we talk about the Lakers and the Rockets, I want to ask you guys one simple favor, really. If you like this type of analysis, take that long. Hit that like button. Problem solved. Done. Thank you. Appreciate it very much. If you want, comment below. Agree, disagree. Tell me what you think about the games. And of course, we're just shy of 200,000 subscribers. Literally, I think it's like less than 600 shy of 200,000. Last time I checked a couple of days ago. If you haven't subscribed to the WagerTalk YouTube channel, do it right now. And you'll get instant alerts every time these videos go live. Got a great offer right now on my page, wt.buzz/TC. I'm running good down the stretch, guys. It's been a good April so far. The NBA is hot, 18-6, 75% with my last 24 in the NBA. MLB is hot, 10-3 MLB run. And this is really dating back to last July. Baseball has been real good for me. So we're running good. You can get it $99 a month for a full year all access. That's every play, every day, in every sport. It's a great deal. It's a limited time offer. If you want to partner up, let's do it. Visit my page, www.buzz/TC. Let's get going with some late season NBA playoffs, and obviously MLB all summer long before football starts. Now, let's talk about another late game tonight, the Lakers and the Rockets. And again, looking at my Odds Logic live odds screen. And by the way, you want to try 7-day free trial, Odds Logic /Teddy. 7-day free trial to our excellent live odds product. Once you start, I warn you, once you start using it, you're not going to be able to. It's one of those deals. When you start looking at the live lines, it's really hard to get off the live lines, but it helps. Check it out. Anyhow, oddslogic.com/Teddy for a free 7-day trial. Looking at my OddsLogic live odds screen, I'm seeing right now the Lakers -9 in most books. Totals bouncing in the 225 range this evening. And certainly there's motivation for the Lakers. They're trying to clinch that number 3 seed in the West. There's no motivation for Houston in this ballgame. The Rockets held out nearly all of their key pieces on Wednesday in a 17-point loss to the Clips. There was no Sengun in the game. There was no Jabari Smith in the game. There was no Fred VanVleet in the game. All 3 officially listed as questionable tonight. Dylan Brooks was out. Amen Thompson was out. And I'm not convinced we're going to see a whole lot of those guys, if they play tonight, get major minutes. That being said, even with a bunch of backups on the floor, head coach Ime Udoka was not amused by the Rockets' performance. At least we only gave up 134. They were on pace for 140. He did not like their defensive effort in that ballgame. Clippers scored 34 plus in 3 of the 4 quarters. They allowed LA to make 19 of 37 from 3-point range. And Udoka was not pleased by that performance. Of course, Lakers coming off a pretty crazy game in Dallas in terms of the intensity for that contest. And that is a concern here. Luka, I'm happy it's over. Now I can get some sleep. And of course, we played great. He hit 7 of 10 3-pointers in that ball games. And it was a really emotional night for the Lakers. This won't be that. They're playing a team that's resting starters. And even though there's urgency for LA, I don't know if they're going to be able to match what we saw against the Mavs the other night, especially with the postseason on deck. What am I expecting to see here? I don't trust to want to lay this price with the Lakers. I don't want to back a Rockets team that literally you don't know if they're going to show at all and who's going to play. But there is one bet for this game that makes a ton of sense to me. The Lakers aren't going to push pace, all right? They're number 25 in pace ratings over the last 10 games. There's no urgency for the Lakers to run up and down the court. It's not going to happen. The Rockets are playing with a bunch of backups, and they have a coach who is really unpleased with their defensive effort last time out. What do we expect? Well, let's see. It was 104-98 the last time these two teams met. That was only less than 2 weeks ago. Stayed under the total by 3 touchdowns. No surprise if this game, too, stays under the total and potentially by margin. Lakers, Rockets, under 225. You shop around, you can find 225.5 right now. In my mind, that's the best bet for this ball game. And a late season NBA game number 81 of 82 for all of these teams tonight. I got a couple of plays in the association. I know there aren't a lot to choose from. There's a lot of opportunities to choose from down the stretch with 15 game slate tonight. But bettable games for me, I found 2 in the association. 1 on LE tonight. Get my 3-pack right now. WagerTalk.com, WT.buzz/TC. Appreciate those likes. Appreciate the comments. Appreciate the follows. Thank you so much for watching Wager Talk TV, and best of luck with all your bets on Friday night and all weekend long. Cheers.